نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In a hadith from Amr bin al-As radiallahu anhu, we learn لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يكون هواه تبعا لما جئت به. None of you believe until his desires become obedient to what I have been sent with. It is important to note here that the words لا يؤمن أحدكم, none of you believe. This is the correct translation. Most of the time this is translated as your Iman is not complete, but that is not correct. The correct translation is none of you believe. The seriousness of the matter is lost. There are three famous ahadith that begin with لا يؤمن أحدكم. One of them is لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. None of you believe until I become the most dearer to him, the most beloved to him, from his father, from his son, and from the whole mankind. Another one is لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you believe until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Remember, these ahadith are talking about the Iman which exists in our heart. It is not talking about the legal Iman that we have, because of which we are recognized as Muslims. That is why when we see that somebody is not following these principles, it doesn't mean that he is a kafir. We are not allowed to say that, but rather the real Iman is missing from the heart. The Prophet, peace be upon him, once said, Wallahi la yu'minu, Wallahi la yu'minu, Wallahi la yu'minu. He swore by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 3 times and he said, he doesn't believe. Qila man ya Rasulullah. The Sahaba were worried. Who didn't believe, Ya Rasulullah? Alladhi la ya'manu jarahu mawa'iqahu. The one from whose mischief his neighbors don't feel secured. The one who harms his neighbors. His naughtiness harms them. And the first hadith, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يكون هواه تبعا لما جئت به. Here the hawa, here the desires are hawa'un nafs. The desires of our soul, the desires of our nafs. There are different kinds of desires here. We feel hungry sometimes, we need some rest, whatever it may be. We are required to control these desires. And when we want to fulfill them, we have to fulfill them in a halal way. Abandoning desires is not from Islam. It is rahbaniyya. And la rahbaniyyata fil Islam. There's no monasticism in Islam. There's no priesthood. You don't abandon the world altogether. You don't abandon your desires. You control your desires and fulfill them in a halal way. For example, food. We feel hungry. We need food to survive. But it doesn't mean that we eat 3-4 course meal every single day. We eat what suffices us, what enables us to work. Another example is clothes. Yes, we need clothes to protect ourselves, to cover ourselves, but we don't keep on filling our wardrobes with new clothes. We need rest. If we don't rest, we will not be able to work. But if we over-rest, these are the desires that we need to control. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala presents us a severe warning. أَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Have you seen the person who has made his desires as his ilah, the one who he worships? أَفَأَنْتَ تَكُونُ عَلَيْهِ وَكِيلًا. Are you going to be a wakil over him? Are you going to protect him? We have to keep checking ourselves again and again. Are we falling in this category? Do we obey our nafs so much that we are making it as our ilah? Even though we are saying with our tongues, La ilaha illallah, but in reality we are following our desires? Is it so? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us achieve real Iman and to protect us from not being able to control our desires. آمين وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.